What's up everybody, this is Master Ian Gamer and welcome to Overwatch 2 Season 5. In today's video, I'll be running through all the brand new skins and other cosmetic items that were added in this season as part of both the Battle Pass and the shop. I gotta say, there are a ton of really exciting skins this season, so let's go ahead and just jump right on in. First up, starting with the Battle Pass. Now I'm just gonna run through the Battle Pass, show off every single tier and all the cosmetics you get with them, and first up for Tier 1, we get 2 legendary skins unlocked as part of the Premium Pass, in addition to the 20% XP boost, which is Griffin Orisa. This is one we did have teased a bit earlier last week, and yeah, it's a Griffin skin for Orisa. It's pretty cool looking. Personally not my favorite, but I do like that they went for a very unique design with the hero, giving her something that she really doesn't have. A bird-themed Griffin skin. And there is the Javelin as well. Really cool design for this. I like this sort of like tribal spear aesthetic it's got going on, with the little wings, of course. But also at this first tier of the Battle Pass, you get Royal Astronomer Zenyatta. This is nice. Zenyatta is very befitting of a mage or magical wizard or astronomer in this case. And I think this skin looks pretty good. Aesthetically, maybe it's not quite my cup of tea. I think Zen has some far better skins, but it's a cool idea and fits the season's theme and fits Zen as well. So jumping back to the track itself, at Tier 2, get credits and the Quest Watch Pachimari player icon. Tier 3, get a Widow voice line.
We are simply on different levels.
Tier 4, we get a Ramatra highlight intro. Let's go ahead and look at this here. It's a pretty cool one. Definitely like this one. And it's a good addition to his lineup since Ram doesn't have a whole ton of highlight intros just yet. So it's nice to see him getting a new one already. Moving on to Tier 5 though, we get more credits and a new Kiriko victory pose. Dice toss, where she's just tossing some dice and standing there. Nice. Definitely fitting for the whole D&D Quest Watch theme of the season. Then we get the low health spray, the Overland name card, a Tracer emote. I really like this one. It's a really fun one, just having the little animation of the hearts going up with the potion. We next up, though, get an Orisa voice line.
Who said chivalry is dead?
Followed by the first free track skin, Slime Queen Echo. Now this is a great epic skin. It's such a goofy look for her, but it fits so well. Just making her face just a little generic, simple, 2 little eyes, and she even has the little crown on top of that. I kind of wish the wings were also green. I think them being white kind of contrasts just a little too much, but I don't know, that's just me. Overall, I really like this skin. Now also you may notice beneath Echo here, rather than a number for that specific tier, it says Quest Watch, or well, you can't really see it because it specs over it. But what it means there is that at tier 10, you unlock the next chapter in the Quest Watch story. What is Quest Watch exactly? Well, if we hop on over here, we can take a look at the Battle Pass Quest Watch page, which is basically a incrementally unlocking story about the Overwatch characters playing what is essentially Dungeons and Dragons. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first chapter here, which is the only one that I actually have unlocked here on the test server, Royal Watchpoint.
Everyone excited to play Role Heroes? Emily's been working on this campaign for ages. Do you have your characters ready?
So basically, this is just a little text-based story that goes back and forth. The different characters playing through Role Heroes, which is, you know, basically Dungeons and Dragons. And it's the characters talking back and forth, which is just a fun little, like, story element to add to the Battle Pass specifically. And you can see that's the end of it there. It's not fully voiced, but it does seem like there is going to be voicing for some of the specific lines. And yeah, this is Quest Watch. This is what Quest Watch actually is. It's a fun element to add to the Battle Pass, but it's not much more than that. I wish they had done more with this. And of course, there will be more with the whole, like, Mischief and Magic game mode coming later in the season. But it's nice, but is it enough? I don't know. Getting back to the Battle Pass itself, though, at Tier 11, we get a new Zenyatta victory pose, with him just looking through a big old tome. Very nice victory pose right there. Followed by the Patchy Nighty souvenir, the Game Over spray, The Alchemist May player icon, teasing a very cool skin that will be coming a bit later in the Battle Pass. After that, we get the Quest Board name card, Bounty Board spray, Healing Potion weapon charm, followed by a Genji voice line.
Rust, my greatest weakness.
And then a Quest Watch Echo player icon, and one of my favorite skins for the Battle Pass this season, Royal Guard Genji. I love this skin. Genji has a lot of cool skins, and it's of course not going to compete with Cyber Demon, which is his mythic skin, but dang, I really, really like this skin. I love how they designed his helmet, the way they made it like a hybrid of the iconic Genji helmet and like a knight's helmet. Oh, it just works so well. It's great. Taking a look at the shurikens right there, nothing too special with them, but the sword. I have been long wanting Genji to get a skin with a traditional medieval style broadsword for the sword, and there it is. Even got the cool little hilt going on there. Really cool skin. Definitely one of my favorite skins in the Battle Pass this season. And then moving on, we get a new campfire emote for Genji, where he just throws down a campfire, sits on a log, and starts whittling away. Basically just a new sitting emote, and I think it's really, really good. I quite like this one. Followed that is the treasure map spray, the Stand Tall Orisa victory pose. Nice one there, featuring her javelin. Followed by the Quest Watch Genji player icon, the Guns Out Wrecking Ball victory pose. I really like this one. As a Wrecking Ball main, I quite like this victory pose. This might be my go-to going forward because I love that pose. Next up though, we get the Mutton Chop souvenir, followed by the Coin Collector name card and a Moira voice line.
You know yourself.
Then the Spell Potion weapon charm, and one of the few non-Quest Watch themed skins in this Battle Pass, Polar Ana. It's just an epic skin, but I really like the color scheme of this, and I like the addition of the furry hood for the cold weather climates. I think they really accomplished a lot with just an epic in this skin. Take a quick look at the rifle as well. And the sleep dart. Moving on, we then get a rock out victory pose for Roadhog, followed by a Adventurers in name card and a Doomfist voice line.
Gain more experience before you challenge me again.
Then the Patchy Slimy souvenir, Stay Sharp spray for Genji, Half Health spray, Quest Watch gem player icon, and a Baptiste voice line.
There are slimes with more personality than you.
And a finger gun highlight intro for Soldier 76. Maybe taking a few pointers from Diva there with that highlight intro. A fun one for Soldier to get something like that. And then we get what I think might actually be my favorite legendary skin in this season's Battle Pass, Alchemist May. Oh, look at it. It is amazing, no pun intended. It's got the whole steampunk vibe with the gears and everything. I like how the canister on the back has got little chemicals flowing through it and all the valves and gears on it. Oh, the goggles she has up. Oh, everything about this skin is amazing. I love this skin. This is probably my favorite May skin we've ever gotten. Just looking at it, and the gun even has a little potion for the back. Yeah, this might be my new favorite May skin. I really like this skin. Moving on though, next up we have the Enchanted Library name card, Hungry Bee Wrecking Ball spray, a victory pose focus for Ramatra, a Cassidy voice line.
How do you want to do this?
Followed by the Tracer Adventurer Mythic skin, or at the very least the first components for it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Tracer Mythic skin. So this is the base combination for it here. You can see with the first level of weapon, armor, and color. This is what it looks like. Yeah, we've all seen it in the trailer already. But then moving on, we can take a look at the weapons specifically. So this is the first weapon. It's like a little sort of like mini crossbow, which I think is a very cool design for it. And then we get the next one, which is a bit more of like a crystal at the tip of the weapon. So maybe it's some sort of weird crystal-based energy weapon, who knows. And then this one is similar to the second one, where it's got like these sort of cracked gems on it, but also has this sort of wing motif, maybe a bit of like a bird design towards the back. But then we can take a look at the different armor options as well. So this is the default with just the basically no headwear. Then we get the hooded headwear, and this hooded headwear will be unlocked at tier 65. We'll be seeing that in just a bit, followed by the full armor with the helmet and the more armor components on it here. And take a quick look at the different colors. So the first is blue, this one is red, and this one is a more teal and white. Now, as cool as this skin is, you may have noticed something suspicious about it. Real quick, let's just go ahead and take a look at the customization options for past Mythic skins. Here's Sigma's, here's Kiriko's, here's Junker Queen's, and of course Genji's. You notice something missing? Yeah, they removed an entire category of customization from this season's Mythic skin. No longer is headgear and armor separated for you to be able to customize individually. Now they are just lumped together under armor. And I'll be honest, that's incredibly disappointing. Like, I understand the idea of this season's Mythic skin being like a progression type thing where you're sort of building up the armor as Tracer levels up as a hero in the Role Heroes game. But why did they have to combine armor and headwear? Why couldn't they just leave those separated and just have them unlock at the same time as you go through the battle pass? All it does is reduces customization options. Like, this is frankly awful. Like, the skin itself is still good, but the reduction in customization they've added is awful. I'll be talking about that more in a future video. I don't want to dwell too long on this specifically, but needless to say, I am rather disappointed with how they handled the skin simply and how they've limited the customization options of it. Getting back to the battle pass though, next up we have Slime Prince Weapon Charm, Pickpocket Spray for Kiriko, again, teasing a skin we'll see in just a moment, the Quest Watch Heart player icon, a new May emote, Ice Skate. This is basically her walking emote, which many heroes have gotten at this point. And then we get an epic skin for Wrecking Ball, Honeycomb. Yep, he's a bee. He's a little bee, and he's in a big old honeycomb mech. It is just an epic skin, but it's a very fun one, and does fit with the other bee-themed skins, which quite a few heroes are starting to get at this point. I don't know, somebody on the Overwatch art team must really have a thing for bees. Moving on to the next level, though, we have Honey Thief name card, Demon Throne Reinhardt Spray, the Quest Watch Orisa player icon, a Lucio voice line,
this time, I'll roll higher.
The Treasure Chest Souvenir, the Quest Watch Reinhardt player icon, Slime Queen Spray, Sachet, which is basically Symmetra's walking emote. A nice one, dropping the little hard light flower blossoms as she goes along. An Echo voice line right there.
It was a dark and stormy night. That was pretty good.
And then the Kiriko Rogue Epic skin. There you go. It's only an epic, so it doesn't change that much, but I think they do a good job of giving it the whole like roguish aesthetic. And Rogue fits Kiriko in terms of like what sort of class she would play. Overall, a decent skin. Take a quick look at the items. This is the Suzu, her kunai, and the healing Ofuda. I actually quite like the design on the Ofuda here. They give it this sort of like draconic, like red and black. I think that's pretty neat. It's probably one of the neatest parts of the skin, just how they changed the healing Ofuda design. And then moving on, we have a Mitzi Pats victory pose for Brigitte. Yep, Mitzi's back. It's always great seeing Brig's cat show up in emotes and victory poses and stuff. So, needless to say, I quite like this one. Next up, Kiriko voice line.
You can still be good, while being up to no good.
Next up, we get the Royal Key weapon charm, followed by the Slime Caves name card, and the next tier of Mythic skin progression. So this unlocks the hood specifically. You can see it adds one armor option. So this just adds the hood component, which you can add and, turn on off as you wish, followed by a Pharah voice line.
I could use an adventure.
And a villainous highlight intro for Reinhardt. Oh yeah, this is a really cool highlight intro and fits with his skin, which we'll be seeing in just a second. I quite like this highlight intro. Ryan got some good stuff this season. Next up, we get the level up spray, followed by a Baptiste Chuckle victory pose, and the Demon Lord Reinhardt skin. Oh yeah, it's only a legendary skin, but I do quite like it. Reinhardt is a very good candidate to play the Demon Lord in a fantasy adventure. And I just love the way they detailed it, the way the wings go up on the shoulder pauldrons. Everything about it is so cool. And then the hammer, of course, is a very devilish look to it. Really cool Reinhardt skin here with this. I quite like this skin. Moving on, we get the paddleboard emote for Echo, which is basically her walking emote, but she just turns her wings into a paddleboard and then rows along. This has to be the goofiest walk emote we've ever seen added for a hero, and I'm 100% down for it. Next up, though, we get the Questwatch Kiriko player icon, Realm Heroes spray, Mount Malavento name card, the D20 weapon charm. This is one which I imagine might be pretty popular, especially among the D&D player base.
6 demonic hearts burn within my chest.
A new voice line for Reinhardt, a tome souvenir, the full health spray, a new Sombra highlight intro. Doom Scrolling is the name of this one. It's a very decent one. And then at long last we unlock, well, first I guess we can take a look at the Monster Chest spray and the Questwatch Tracer player icon, along with the final armor customization options for the Tracer mythic skin. So there you go. These are all the cosmetics you unlock through the main tracks of the Battle Pass. We can real quickly take a look at the next tier, though. Teasing a little player icon for another skin there on my name card. We'll take a look at that in just a minute. But looking at the titles we get, Adventurer is the first one you unlock, followed by Barbarian, Bard, Knight, Druid, Rogue, Paladin, and Archmage. I'm a bit surprised we didn't get a title that's just Demon Lord, since, you know, literally we get a Demon Lord skin with Reinhardt. I don't know, seems like a bit of a missed opportunity, but these do seem like very nice fantasy-themed titles to have nonetheless. So moving on from the Battle Pass and now taking a look at the new skins which will be added to the Overwatch shop in Season 5. Normally I'd go through these in alphabetical order, but there is one skin in particular which I think needs to be shown off first and foremost, because I anticipate it being a instant fan favorite, and it is of course Lifeguard Mercy. Oh yeah, Lifeguard Mercy. It's finally happening, Season 5. Unfortunately, it's not in the Battle Pass, but it is in the shop, and it's pretty good. I think it's everything pretty much we ever could have asked for. Taking a close-up of the staff, safety first. Really good, really good. And the pistol right there. Yeah, it's a skin that's been a long time coming, and I am glad we're finally getting it. But if you thought the skin was good, let me equip it real quick. She also got a new highlight intro. Let's take a look at this. Yep, that is right. I did not add that music myself. That music is part of the highlight intro, and it is amazing. Mercy mains, you're eating good this season. Assuming you can, buy it, because it's not in the Battle Pass, it's in the shop, but it is still a phenomenal skin with a phenomenal highlight intro, and I think people are going to be pretty happy about it. But going now in order for the other heroes who'll be getting new skins in the shop this season, we have Junker Queen Gladiatorial Queen skin. Oh yeah. This is a very, very cool skin right here. The whole Roman gladiator style outfit. It fits the characters so well, and look at that. I love the plumage on the back of the axe. The shotgun. And Gracie. Really cool skin right here for Junker Queen, but she does also get a really cool highlight intro. Oh yeah. I really like this highlight intro. If nothing else, I'd want to get this new skin bundle just for getting the highlight intro. Ramatra got a new epic skin, Jade Totem. Interesting one, just sort of a jade green aesthetic for him. Only an epic skin, so nothing too fancy going on there, but it's a nice color for it. The next hero to be getting a shop skin is Cassidy, who's getting the Ritzy epic skin. So I'll be honest, this one's pretty meh. Nothing too fancy about it. It's an interesting, almost like marble sort of color scheme for it. Marble and jade, maybe. I don't know. Not that interesting in my opinion, but maybe somebody likes it. Farah gets an epic devil skin. It's the typical sort of red demonic devil type skin right there. It's alright. Honestly, kind of feels like an inferior version of her Hades skin from Season 2, but I don't know, that's just me. Reaper gets a really cool legendary skin, Eagle Warrior. Oh man, this is a cool one. This is a really, really cool skin right here. Having, I believe, Aztec aesthetics and inspiration. Maybe I'm getting the exact sort of nationality wrong, but I believe it is Aztec themed specifically. Taking a look at the weapons, I love the shotguns. The obsidian, like, shards to be like the edges of it as if it were like a blade. And then even a little skull at the back. Oh, it's such a cool design for a skin and a weapon. I love it. I love this skin. It is so cool looking. Sojourn gets a fun skin as well. Barista, just an epic skin, but yeah, she's a barista. I like the hat. That's a fun little inclusion there. And taking a look at the weapon as well. This is the fun little skin. I like whenever heroes get these sort of like goofy, like semi-casual type skins. It's pretty great. She also gets the freshly brewed victory pose. Sombra gets a really interesting legendary skin, Marionetta. Yeah, she's like a porcelain marionette doll with like cyberpunk type aesthetics going for it. This is a really interesting skin. And it's another skin that basically turns a human character into like a robot / omnic. And take a quick look at the weapon. I like the weapon design there. Symmetra gets the epic Conjurer skin. So this, of course, fits into the whole Quest Watch theme, the whole fantasy adventure RPG theme going. She's basically a conjurer of some kind. Nothing too special there since it is just an epic. I'll take a quick look at the weapons and everything as well, though. Not a whole lot to talk about with this one, but I think it looks pretty nice. And Torbjorn, he got a phenomenal epic skin, Steampunk. Oh yeah, look at that. Very similar to the May skin. I quite like steampunk aesthetics. I think they look pretty good, and they're definitely fitting for a lot of the different heroes. And this is no exception, and it is only an epic skin. I love that. Take a quick look at the turret. Nothing too special going on for the turret. The weapon basically just has some fun details on it to fit the steampunk, and the hammer as well. But in addition to the skin, he gets a truly adorable highlight intro. Yep. Little toy Bastion that he brings to life. Yeah, it's so adorable. I love this highlight intro. It is too sweet. Widowmaker gets a rather intriguing skin, Dryad. Yeah, I guess it's not surprising that Widowmaker gets a skin of some kind for the fantasy adventure RPG season, but admittedly, a Dryad is not what I would have expected for her. That being said, I think they've designed it in such a way that very much suits her. Take a quick look at the weapon. I do quite like this. I like how it's like a bunch of branches and rocks sort of woven together. Really cool look for that weapon there. And yeah, I got a feeling this is going to be a pretty popular skin. Just saying, just a hunch I've got. Lifeweaver got the Cleric legendary skin. Hoo boy, this is hands down my favorite Lifeweaver skin. Granted, he's a new hero, so he doesn't have a ton of skins, but like, oh my god, this fits him so well and looks so cool. I love the chainmail underneath his clothes and everything coming out in the back. Oh, it looks so cool. So cool. One of his best skins, hands down a good one. Taking a look at the other bits as well, there's the tree seed. There is his weapon arm close-up, and the blossom. And following right in Lifeweaver's footsteps, we've got, not this one, this is some Overwatch League thing, A Bard skin for Lucio. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I've had so many people suggest that Lucio should get a Bard skin when we found out that this was going to be a fantasy-themed season battle pass. And unfortunately, the skin isn't in the battle pass, but it is a Bard skin for Lucio nonetheless, and it looks fantastic. One quick note, I would show you what his weapon looks like, but unfortunately it's bugged on the test server and doesn't have the right texture, and I was asked to not show off any bugged content, so can't give you a look at the weapon right now, unfortunately, but it should be cleaned up and visible by the time the season goes live. He does, though, also get a very fun emote along with the new skin, Tuning. And Moira gets a couple new skins. First up, the Wicked skin, which was technically accidentally leaked early last season, so many of you have already seen this, but it does seem like this skin will now officially be coming out in Season 5. But even better than Wicked, in my opinion, Plague Doctor. Oh my lord. This is probably my favorite Moira skin. Just instant favorite for me. They took first of all something I never thought they would ever dabble into, which is World War I soldier aesthetics with a hat and outfit, and combined it with a Plague Doctor for a World War I Plague Doctor skin for Moira, with the whole chemical warfare motif and everything. It's so cool. I love this skin. Oh man, it is so good. So good. Even got the big old bone saw hanging at the side. Yeah, contextually, this is a pretty morbid skin, all things considered, but I love it because it fits Moira and it looks amazing. Not only do we get this skin though, let me just go ahead and equip it first. We get a really good new highlight intro. Rigorous testing. Catching Moira mid-experiment. Oh, that's a great new highlight intro. Skin and highlight intro. I love both of them. Moira got it good this season, guys. Now, as per usual, it does seem that not every shop skin is actually in the hero gallery just yet for us to look at, and we can actually see a couple which aren't present here on the splash screen for this season, which is an epic summer-themed Doomfist skin, where he's got a pretty fun-looking hat on there, fitting for the summer lounge theme perhaps, as well as a recoloring of Anna's Bastet skin, which is pretty interesting. So these are just a sneak peek of some of the other skins, and for all we know, there may even be more beyond these, which aren't currently present in the hero gallery and will be showing up sometime after the mid-season patch for Overwatch 2 Season 5, but we'll just have to wait and see what those might end up being. Before I wrap up this video though, I would also like to show off some of the new player icons and name cards, which will be coming in this season, specifically for the shop skins. So we have Gladamari for the Junker Queen, Dryad for Widowmaker, Alchemist May, Marionetta, Plague Doctor, of course, Coffee for Sojourn, and Jade Totem for Ramatra. And then moving on to the name cards, we have Eagle Warrior for Reaper, Steampunk, which I imagine is going to be for Torbjorn, Ritzy for Cassidy, Bard for Lucio, Jade Totem for Ramatra, and Cleric Seal for Lifeweaver. So there you go, these have been all the new cosmetics that'll be coming in the Overwatch 2 Season 5 Battle Pass and shop updates. Thank you all so much for watching. Definitely let me know your thoughts on these new skins in the comments down below. Do any of them get you really excited to level up that Battle Pass or maybe spend a bit of money in the shop? Because I, for one, quite like some of the skins present this season, and I know there's at least a couple in the shop that I'm going to be very tempted to make a purchase on. But that's just me. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below, and as always, be sure to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, hit up that bell icon, and come join my Discord server to never miss out on any future Overwatch 2 news, videos, and live streams. Special thanks to my YouTube channel members who help make these videos possible, and if you'd like to join them to earn some cool rewards, then just hit that join button down below. Otherwise, this is Master Ian Gamer signing off, and until next time, have a great day.